Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We are seconds away from starting our show. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We are about to begin. Once again, please take your seats. We are about to begin our program. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Put me up. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 2016 Capital District YMCA President's Awards. At this time, we ask that you please rise and join 15-year-old Haley Aldrich in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome to the stage our host for tonight, the President and CEO of the Capital District YMCA, David Brown.
Good evening, everyone. Wow, wasn't that fantastic? How about another round of applause for Haley? Some of you may have been here at our dinner in 2010 when she sang She's Growing Up. An amazing young lady. We're so happy to have her. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here this evening to the Capital District YMCA's President's Award dinner. Tonight, we are going to honor 12 very special people. These folks are being recognized for their contributions to the YMCA. These 12 special individuals have helped change the lives for children and families here in the Capital District. The President's Award is the highest honor given to volunteers in the YMCA, and it's fitting that we give our volunteers this honor because the volunteers are the engine behind our mission here at the YMCA. Every day, the Capital District YMCA strives to help this community grow, to learn, and to thrive. From advocacy to exercise, disease prevention to athletics, football to dance classes, everything our volunteers do helps us strengthen our neighborhoods. Challenges arise every day for the YMCA. But it's because of our great volunteers that our star shines bright through youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. People often overlook the fact that the YMCA is a volunteer organization. Volunteers actually own and operate the YMCA. They are the ambassadors for the YMCA, and because of our volunteers, we're able to raise over $1 million annually for programs and services that are much needed in this community. Now, before we get to our honorees this evening, I'd like to take just a few moments to recognize some special people and friends of ours who support us, and without their support, this event would not be possible. So let me start by recognizing our signature partner and longtime friends, Tri-City Rentals. How about a round of applause for them? Our platinum partners, Mohawk Honda and Collision Center, Trustco Bank. Yeah, we can applaud, that's all right. Also Wilson, Elser, Moskowitz, Edelman, and Dicker. Let's give them a round of applause. And of course, we want to thank the Albany Marriott for sponsoring our cocktail reception, which I think was just a great cocktail hour, so we'll give them a round of applause as well. In total, there are 44 companies who supported this evening's event. They are listed in your program, and I encourage you to take a look at that and so that we can recognize them. We also want to acknowledge our public officials. We're so fortunate to have support from both sides of the aisle. I won't read you the list of names, but they are prominently displayed on the screens to my left and my right, and also in your program. So why don't we give them a round of applause? And finally, before we actually begin the awards ceremony of the program, I just want to take a moment and welcome the newest member to our YMCA family, the DeWaynesburg Family YMCA, which came online with us this past fall. And we have volunteers and staff here from DeWaynesburg. So how about we give them a warm welcome to Capital District Y. We're so excited about having them be part of our YMCA, and next year we'll be honoring a volunteer from their branch. We are going to begin the program this evening with our Corporate Leader Award. Now, this is the first time that we've given out this award at the President's Award Dinner. And this award is given to one particular corporation for helping advance the YMCA's mission. This year, the award goes to Tri-City Rentals. Throughout the evening, you'll hear me talk about gratitude and how thankful we are for our volunteers and our honorees. Those thanks reach even deeper for our past President's Award honorees at Tri-City Rentals, Morris Masry, Norman Masry, and Tim Owens. The Masrys have been instrumental in the development of our YMCA. They worked with the YMCA in transitioning the old JCC to the new Troy YMCA. Then in 1998, they donated 8 acres of land, which today our Guilderland YMCA sits and serves over 12,000 members. That is tremendous community impact. Tri-City Rentals has also supported the Y through volunteerism. We're very fortunate to have Tim Owens, who's the general manager at Tri-City Rentals. He's served on our branch boards. He's been the chair of our Capital District YMCA Board of Directors, and most recently, he served on our Vision Council and Strategic Planning team. We are proud of all of the support and help that they give us to bring services to the Y through programs like our Black and Latino Achievers, our annual support campaign, this dinner this evening, as well as our golf classic. It takes volunteers and corporate stakeholders to be invested in the YMCA so that we can deliver our mission. And I want to personally thank Morris and Esther Masri, Norman and Mickey Masri, Tim and Kathy Owens, and all of the great staff and wonderful people at Tri-City Rentals for their commitment to the Capital District. So on behalf of the Capital District YMCA Board of Directors and volunteers, we thank you for your contributions, and it's with great joy that I present our first ever Corporate Leader Award to Tri-City Rentals, and I'd like to invite Tim Owens from Tri-City Rentals to come up and accept this prestigious honor this evening. We'll now begin tonight's honoree presentation. The President's Award recognition is the Capital District YMCA's highest and most significant honor. These volunteers are at the heart and soul of our YMCA. They give us their time, their talent, their treasure to impact the lives of one youth, one adult, one family, and one community at a time. Our first recipient tonight is from the Glenville YMCA, Kim Ireland. Whenever I see Kim at community events, she likes to come up to me and say, "Hi Dave, I'm Kim Ireland from the Glenville YMCA." I know very well who Kim is, and I do appreciate the reminder. And I think all of us at the Glenville YMCA know who Kim is because of her impact and her contributions. And we need volunteers like Kim, people who give us their time and who give us their energy. Kim not only volunteers for the Glenville YMCA, but she has taken it a step further by involving her family and children in the Y. Kim is a fixture at the Y, and she has left an indelible mark on the Glenville community through her volunteerism. We are incredibly thankful for all of Kim's advice and leadership on our advisory council in Glenville, and there is no way that we could ever repay her for all the things that she has brought to our YMCA. I'd like to invite you to turn your attention to the video screens so that we can meet Kim Ireland.
Kim is a professional, and she has a good connection with the community, but she's also a boots-on-the-ground person at the Y. She has our best interests at hand because her family uses the Y. So as a volunteer for someone that has that vested interest in the branch is huge for us because she wants the best for the Y and for her family.
By caring for each other, you make a better environment for yourself and for your family. So I think that's really amplified at the Y and thankfully in our community as a whole in the greater Glenville area.
Because of Kim's involvement, the Glenville Y is a better place for families.
Because of the Y, I think I invest in my family and myself, not in regards to money, but in time and effort, and putting in that little extra to make it an extraordinary experience. Because of the Y, my family has a great place to go, be it on special occasions or just for fun in the pool or in the fitness or a place to go that's safe in the summer, that is where I feel my kids are protected.
Make some noise and please welcome to the stage, Kimberly Ireland.
Our next honoree is from Camp Gingercook, Deb Katz. So, just very quickly, by round of applause, if you're a Camp Ginger Cook alumni or you ever attended Camp Ginger Cook, let me hear you make some noise. All right. Now, many of you may not realize this, but camping is actually how the YMCA began. And for over 100 years, Camp Ginger Cook has been working every day to teach our young people leadership skills. And judging by the noise that was made here tonight, I think we're doing a pretty good job at that. But it's volunteers like Deb Katz who have brought so many resources to the camp that we are forever indebted to her. Her passion inspired others to give back to the camp in ways they never could have imagined. Camp is an experience like no other. It is truly life-changing. As a parent, I watch my children leave for camp every summer and come back with maturity and confidence that grows exponentially. Ginger Cook campers leave camp with friendships and bonds that last a lifetime. I have tremendous respect for Deb, for what she's brought to the camp, her passion, her commitment. She is a true volunteer leader. Her passion and commitment to the camp have thrust her into a leadership role where she can now give other young people the same experience that she was given.
I mean, you talk about someone that is an advocate and an ambassador of Ginger Cook. Those are the first things that come to mind when you think about Deb. Is someone who is very outspoken and supportive of camp, from where it was when she was involved as a camper and a staff member to where it is today.
I think a lot of firsts happened at camp. We were kids and we experienced a lot of things together for the first time, truly being out in the woods, being away from our parents. A lot of the skills that we learn at camp have been very special, from learning to cooperate with other people and being independent and learning to understand other people. So camp has just been a lot of new things and a lot of firsts that we all learned and instill in our lives today.
Camp is really about the values you learn as a child and can keep with you your whole life, which Deb has done and is now instrumental in connecting our current campers with the 103-year history of Camp Ginger Cook.
So in 1984, when the Alumni Association was formed, I was in college, but when I came back from college in 1988, I automatically got involved with the small group that was involved in keeping camp together and doing great positive things for camp and for the future of camp. So when I moved back to town, I automatically became involved in the late 80s, and I still am very much so today.
But it stays with them. It becomes this lifelong passion, this lifelong love of Ginger Cook. And few people can embody that spirit the way that Deb does.
Welcome to the stage, Deb Katz.
Our next honoree from the Albany YMCA is Carolyn Mogollon. Carolyn Mogollon is a dear friend of mine. When I started as the executive director of the Albany YMCA, it was Carolyn who taught me much about how to navigate through the city politics and how to be a leader. She coached me and mentored me on so many aspects of leadership. I can never thank her enough for what she has given me. But this award isn't being given to Carolyn because of her work with me. Carolyn has earned this award by being an outstanding role model and mentor for hundreds of kids in the city of Albany and really throughout the Capital Region. Her work with our Black and Latino Achievers program helps to inspire over 300 teenagers to give back to that community. Personally, I'm very blessed to have Carolyn as a friend, and professionally, I am very grateful to have her as a volunteer and supporter of the YMCA. Now let's learn a little bit more about Carolyn's passion for helping young people create a complete life.
I had the privilege and opportunity to be introduced to Carolyn about 3 years ago, and I've always admired her from afar. I've always admired her integrity and commitment to those in need in our community as a servant leader.
And I believe that when you have organizations like this that are at the heart of the community, that they are important. It's important that they help to instill values into the community, that it's not all about getting, but it's also about giving to the community.
We are so grateful to have a woman and leader like Carolyn who supports the mission and values of the Y. She has been mentoring young people and helping them find their passion and making sure that they go on to be successful people.
It's something that comes from within. And what I try to teach young people is you have that same something inside of you. You just have to find it, tap it. May not be the same thing that I'm doing, but there's something that pushes you, something that you feel very strongly about. Identify that passion, let it come up, and it'll chart your path for you. Because of the Y, anybody who walks through the doors of the Y, young and old, they learn to be fearless, to be happy, to be healthy, and then to be in service to others. That's a complete life.
Please welcome to the stage our friend, Carolyn Mogollon.
Our next honoree is Dan Sulo from our Schenectady YMCA. Every day, we have over 2,000 youth walk through the doors of our YMCAs. And like our next honoree, the experience they have today will impact the work they do and how they will view the YMCA in the future. Dan is one of those volunteers who really understands the YMCA. It's probably because he started working out at the Y as a teen to stay in shape for sports. As he matured, he realized that the Y is so much more. Dan has been instrumental in strengthening the bonds between the Schenectady YMCA and the community. He has helped us improve our youth programming and gave us great leadership as we opened the new residence program, which serves 155 homeless individuals in Schenectady County, many of whom are veterans. We can applaud for that. I heard some. What I really like most about Dan is that he doesn't do all of this great volunteer work to win awards. He does it because he's truly passionate and he cares about the community. And because of his efforts, we have a better YMCA today. Let's hear his story.
Well, my Y story began as a teenager in Amsterdam, and a group of friends and myself used to hang out there every day.
Dan does span the decades, and he spans the entire Y experience from childhood up through his professional career. And what he does also is brings that wealth of experience through his years on the board.
You know, back in the day, that was what I thought the Y was, all about the sports training and the gym and pool aspect.
But what he found out through volunteering was that the Schenectady YMCA gave him a chance to give back in so many ways, from the residence program to childcare and all sorts of activities that he never knew about as a teen.
Right now, there's a kid out there, or lots of kids out there like me, who their experience as a kid will make them gravitate towards the YMCA as a volunteer opportunity when they grow up. And I think that's very important. You know, there's lots of kids out there, whether they're being scholarshiped or not, that are having such a positive experience at the YMCA that when they grow up, they're going to say, I want to give back. You know, they did something for me when I needed it, and I want to give back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Silva.
I think Dan's bow tie is actually a little nicer than mine. I have to get that one for next year. Our next honoree is Ryan Silva from the Troy YMCA. The YMCA helps build families in so many ways. And when Ryan Silva looks at his involvement in the YMCA, he can reminisce on his time growing up in the Y with his family and now being in a leadership position to help shape the future of the Y for his children. Ryan is a great family man and a wonderful representative of the city of Troy. I've had the pleasure of watching Ryan grow personally and professionally over the years. It's clear from talking with Ryan that he's gotten a lot from the YMCA. But now, the YMCA is getting so much back from Ryan as a volunteer and an advocate. We are truly, truly grateful for all that he does for our YMCA.
There's a lot of reasons why I chose the YMCA.
He was lucky enough to, in his younger days, to grow up pretty much at the YMCA. He carried that on through current as the advisory chair.
To me, it brings back fond memories of family. And when I was asked to volunteer and serve on the Y board, that was my first association, was really positive experiences with my family. And as I became more involved with the Y, I realized how the Y is an extension of a family to so many people in the community.
His passion, his belief is to help our next generation do and take our place, more or less. So his whole passion is about developing our youth. He has a very strong passion for our youth and government program.
The Y provides services, but beyond that, it provides opportunity. Opportunity for people to come to a safe place, to a safe environment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Troy YMCA, Ryan Silva.
So before we continue with our honorees, I wanted to just take a moment and truly recognize an example of our continued success in the YMCA and talk about our annual support campaign. You see, joining the Y gives you access to many membership benefits, but for those who need it most, our annual campaign provides the funds to make it possible. This year, over 400 volunteers raised money to help children, families, and seniors in our community. We are thankful to have such a dedicated group of volunteers supporting the Y. With their support and your donations, I'm happy to announce that this year we raised over $1 million that will go right back into the community for programs and services that are much needed for children, families, and seniors. Let me give you a few examples of what this looked like. These gifts help us serve nearly 500 elementary students in our weekly science crew collaboration with Children's Museum of Science and Technology and the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering. Additionally, we serve 59 families in our Circle of Champs program, a program helping families with a child who has a life-threatening illness. The dollars raised from our annual support campaign also give opportunities for over 300 teens in our Black and Latino Achievers program, as well as our Youth in Government program. These are just a few of the programs supported through our annual support campaign. I also want to just take a moment and recognize the chair of our annual campaign, Ms. Chris Misick with NBT Bank. Without her tireless dedication and inspiration, this goal could not have been achieved. So thank you, Chris, and how about a round of applause for Chris and the over 400 volunteers who help us. So now let's meet another amazing community leader. From our Southern Saratoga YMCA, Phil Barrett. Whether you are in the business world, the nonprofit sector, or public service, change is the only constant. But in Clifton Park, we have a leader whose steady vision and compassion have been unshakable for over a decade. Phil Barrett is an incredible community servant. He is not only the town supervisor of Clifton Park, but he is also a dedicated volunteer to the YMCA. It's not easy to be in a position that he's in, but he's done a fantastic job moving the town forward, building relationships, and connecting with not-for-profits like the Y with each other to make the community stronger. Phil's vision for Clifton Park has helped elevate the Y to be able to serve more children, more families, and more seniors.
Community is based on togetherness, and if you don't have togetherness in places for people to congregate socially, to take part in athletic events and other child care, and other social events like the Y, you don't have that togetherness.
On top of building a strong community as town supervisor of Clifton Park, Phil has been an invaluable member of the Y community and board, helping us show his community all the Y has to offer.
More than just leading a healthy life, it's more than just taking part in activities, whether they be summer activities or sporting activities here at the Y. It's about togetherness, it's about an adhesive community, and the Y brings that to Clifton Park.
Phil, with the town's support, has provided us grants every year for the YMCA. It's been used in the past to help children and teens get off the street and come to the YMCA. We're very excited this upcoming summer the grant will be used to help kickstart our Circle of Champs program to be able to help families and children that have been diagnosed with a life-threatening illness to be able to participate in programs and attend summer camp at no cost to them.
Because of the Y, Clifton Park is a more adhesive community, and the benefits that people receive through programs offered by the Y on a daily basis, I think are leading healthier lives, they're leading more full lives, and affecting in a positive way many lives of children, not only in Clifton Park, but throughout the capital region. And for all those reasons and more, I think the Y is just a tremendous part of our community.
Please welcome our friend, Phil Barrett.
now, from the Greene County YMCA, we will be recognizing Erin Flack. Now, we continue on the theme of visionary volunteers with our next honoree. Erin Flack and the Flack family are very, very special to the YMCA. They helped us establish a YMCA in Greene County just a little over 2 years ago, and I'm happy to announce that we have over 3,000 members there now. I think that's worth applauding. Creating a cohesive environment that keeps children safe, gives families a place to come together, and helps an entire community live healthier is no easy task. But anyone who knows Erin knows that his caring nature and community-minded sense of purpose made him the perfect person for the job. What Erin accomplished in Greene County was not only to build a beautiful YMCA, but also infuse the spirit of his community into every corner of the building.
From the minute you meet him, you know he's a great, heartfelt guy. He's all about the community. You start a conversation, and no matter where you go with that conversation, he ends up bringing it back to, what can we do to make Greene County better? What can we do to help out? How can we make this better?
The whole county benefits from having the YMCA there, and it's really been a phenomenal experience on my part, to be involved with the planning, the construction, and now that it's built, to be part of the continued growth.
When you look at Erin's involvement in development of the Greene County YMCA, you see someone who is not only a skilled businessman, but also someone who was given some incredible values from his family.
My mom, Rita, ever since I was young, had always instilled in me that it's important to serve the community, it's important to help others, it's important to do the right thing. And she had always cheered me on with every project that we've ever been involved in. And her encouragement and her support is really a driving force for me. And especially with the YMCA, she would stop by while we were working on the building and, oh, how's it going? It looks really great. You're doing a great job, and that was so important to me. That was really, I would say, a key factor as to why we're sitting here now.
Please welcome to the stage, Erin Flack.
Our next honoree is from the Bethlehem YMCA, Peter Lorre. Peter has just been a great volunteer for our YMCA. He helped us develop and grow our YMCA, he helped us grow our camp program, and he helped us establish a beautiful pavilion to serve the community. What I like most about Peter is that he recognizes that there's a tremendous amount of need in Bethlehem. Even though it is a suburban community, Peter understands that there are underserved and underprivileged people in that community who need a YMCA. Peter has helped us make sure that everyone can have access to the YMCA. What you may not know about Peter is that he's a very busy man with a family, an incredible job, and that he volunteers with other organizations outside the YMCA. His work serves as a role model for others who want to help shape the future of the community. We are very, very grateful to him, to have him as a volunteer and a friend at the YMCA.
He is somebody to emulate in terms of servant leadership. He is somebody to really look up to in terms of what he does and how much effort and sweat equity and real true heart he puts into the movement and the organization.
When you see the people that you help at the Y, you just, it provides just great satisfaction. We're helping, people that are, facing some of life's biggest challenges, whether it be a serious illness, cancer, Parkinson's disease.
If the Y could mold Peter, Lorre, Acela, I think we would take our association and our movement to new heights.
Because of the Y, I've become a better husband, father, employee, and community member.
Please welcome our friend from Bethlehem, Peter, Lorre, Acela.
Our next honoree is from the Guilderland YMCA, Mr. Jim Lozano. I always joke with Jim, just when he thought he was out of the YMCA, we pulled him back in. Jim first got involved when we were the Guilderland Community Center, and he helped us establish a brand new YMCA in Guilderland. Jim currently serves on our corporate board, and he serves in the role of treasurer. Jim's philosophy on finance has helped us do more for the underserved and the underprivileged who need our help. Jim's a phenomenal volunteer, phenomenal leader, and he's an even better friend. Words can't begin to describe all the contributions and good things he has done for the YMCA. So the only two words that I will use is thank you.
You have to go back 20 years to a time before the Y was built in Guilderland. Jim Lozano got involved to make sure that his community would have the services that come with the YMCA.
We used to meet in the Guilderland Community Center at a table while there was a knitting class going on the side. But that's how it all got started, with a really core group of committed people in the Guilderland community that really were determined to put a physical facility up.
Volunteers just drive everything that we do. They are the voice, they bring the community to the Y and the Y to the community. So they're the voice of the community. They're also the voice of the Y, and with the talent that Jim has, and many other volunteers have, that when they bring that to the table, it lifts the whole organization.
It just so happens that my skill sets lend itself to the finance side of things here, where I can lend that to an organization like the Y. And you're right, everybody has a different skill set that the Y draws on from its volunteers. Because of the Y, the Capital District community as a whole is a stronger place.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Lozano.
Our next honoree comes from the Greenbush YMCA, Shuler. Now, Ellen is the true embodiment of what it means to be a YMCA volunteer. She is one of our outstanding program volunteer who has her boots to the ground. She's working with kids every day to change their lives. Ellen's a swim coach, but what she really is doing is helping youth build self-esteem and develop confidence. She's helping prepare these young people to be successful in life and to go out and accomplish whatever dreams they may have because of her encouragement and her wonderful, wonderful gift to be able to teach. At the YMCA, we call people like Ellen heroes.
Ellen has been volunteering with Swim Team for probably well over at least 8 years, if not 9. And her role sort of evolved with the kids as a mentor, as a friend, and then kind of morphed into a coach.
And I always tell everybody it was not my lifelong dream to become a swim coach or to become a volunteer. It really started out of a necessity, and when I was young, my father always used to have this saying, "Don't tell me you have a problem, tell me you have a solution."
Swimming's such an individual sport, and I think Ellen loved to see the kids set goals, reach those goals, and be part of that with them and celebrate that with them.
There is definitely a sense of pride in building the program to where it is today, but it really makes me feel good because the people who are there because they want to be, not because they need to be. I mean, swimming in the Capital District, there's choices. People choose to be at the Greenbush Y, and that because it's not just swimmers, it's a family. It's a good feeling.
She's such an important piece of what we do, a true volunteer, when you think in the sense of volunteer, taking time from her personal life to share her passion and her experience and her excitement with these kids has been pretty moving to watch. So I think all in all, she's making just a tremendous impact in our community and within our Y.
Welcome to the stage, Ellen Shuler.
Okay. Ellen brought the whole swim team. That's all right. Glad to have everyone here. So this is our last award of the evening. I think I got everybody. So this is our last award of the evening. This is our Lifetime Achievement Award. And it's really a pleasure and honor to give out this award tonight. Now, this award is given to an individual not only for their commitment to the YMCA, but also for their lifelong accomplishments in their profession, as well as the community at large. Tonight's honoree is someone who has been involved with the YMCA since he was a young boy. He started at the YMCA like many who've come before him and those that will follow him. He went there to play basketball, learn how to box. He went there to have somewhere safe to go and to have fun. He learned to swim there, box there, play basketball. He never imagined that he was, at the time, beginning a journey that would span over 75 years at the YMCA. He's a family man. He's been married to his wonderful wife, Mary Lou, for 60 years. He's the father of 2, the grandfather of 4. He has one great-grand, and I believe we have a second one on the way. He served this country as a Marine. He has been a leader in the corporate world, serving as a vice president with the Golub Corporation, and he's been a volunteer leader in the community. It has been said that you have not lived unless you have done something for someone who could never repay you. Our Lifetime Award honoree tonight has done just that for the YMCA. He is one of the original volunteers of the Capital District YMCA, and he still serves on our President's Emeritus Council to this day. He's also a person that when the Schenectady YMCA was on the verge of bankruptcy, he helped organize a small group of men who, along with himself, loaned the YMCA the money so that the Y could stay open, and they did so by using their personal homes as collateral. Now, I think that would be a commitment hard-pressed to find anywhere. Jack told me Mary Lou didn't know anything about that, but Jack, I'm sorry to tell you, you've been married 60 years. She knew. She just didn't say anything. That's how you stay married 60 years. Jack, I can't say enough good things about you. I can't say enough good things about what you've done for the YMCA, for the city of Schenectady, for the Capital Region. We can never repay you for your contributions, and we are eternally grateful for all that you have done for us. We thank you, we love you, the YMCA loves you, and I especially love you. So come on up here, Jack, and let us recognize you as our Lifetime Achievement Award recipient this year.
Thank you very much. I can't let this opportunity go by without saying thank you to some people. To begin with, I'd like to thank Dave for organizing this award, and I'm truly honored to receive it. Thank you very much, Dave. I also like to thank my past employer, whom I'm retired from, the Golub Corporation, Price Chopper. They are a great corporate citizen. They allow their executives, in fact, they encourage them to get out into the community and allowed me the time to spend with the YMCA, and I'm eternally thankful for that. Thank you very much. Neil Golub is here, and thank you, Neil, for that. And another people, I have to thank my family. They've been terrific, especially Mary Lou, my wife. I'd get home at 7, 8 o'clock at night, and she'd still have my dinner, because I went to the YMCA and played handball before I got home. So Mary Lou and my family, thank you very much for doing that. I'd like to thank the staff at the Y. They've been great over the years, and I'm truly honored with this award. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming.
Well, what a wonderful group. How about a round of applause for all of our honorees this evening? We've met friends this evening and with who we have relationships that span over 75 years. Without their support, the YMCA would not exist today. It's truly great that the YMCA can be represented in this way. It means to volunteers are giving back to our community. Let's have one last round of applause here for our honorees, but also for our volunteers on our board of directors at our branches, our Capital District Board of Directors as well. These folks work tirelessly to help us have a great YMCA. How about we just recognize them very quickly? And on behalf of all of us at the Capital District YMCA, our 1,500 employees, our over 500 volunteers, our 100,000 members at the YMCA, I want to thank all of you for your support of our YMCA. I want to thank again all of our generous partners here this evening. The Marriott, especially Sharon Cohen has retired. She is here tonight. But Sharon has been a great host for us over the years. We'll miss her, but we do thank the Marriott, so why don't we give them one last round of applause. And I just want to thank all of you for being so supportive of me as the president and CEO of the Capital District Y. I fully recognize that I'm in charge of this amazing community asset, and I appreciate your confidence and support all the years in coming out to events like this and helping the YMCA. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the evening. We are going to have the invocation. Immediately following the invocation, dinner will be served. That concludes our program. We hope that you stick around, have a good time fellowshipping with one another, enjoy the dessert, eat a lot. Come to the Y in the morning. I've burned about 1,000 calories under these sauna lights. I don't know what this is, but I'm like a baked potato up here right now. So again, thank you everyone. God bless you all. And now it's my great pleasure to invite Sharon Cates Williams to the podium. Sharon serves on the Capital District Board of Directors, and she is going to give us our invocation and prayer for dinner this evening. Enjoy your dinner, and thank you again, everyone.
Let us bow and close our eyes and center ourselves. The Lord is our light and our salvation. Whom shall we fear? The Lord is the strength of our lives. We never have to be afraid. Lord, we thank you for this day and all the blessings we have received. We do not take anything that we receive for granted. Instead, we know where all of our help comes from. We are thankful for this marvelous organization. May it continue to provide much needed services and programs to the communities it serves. We pray a special prayer for the leadership, staff, volunteers, and all of our honorees this evening. May they continue to do good and prosperous work. We bless the food that has been prepared, and many have already begun to receive for the nourishment of our bodies. All of these blessings we ask in your precious name. Amen.